So what are we doing there?
Cooling wheels down before we go in the water. So it doesn't suck the water in and destroy a bearing. Didn't seem all that hot. No, what did that?
So what have we decided, Daz?
We're going to unhook the trailer and go for a drive through first to see what we're in for before we take the trailer.
There's our little campsite down there. So Daz and I just decided to go for a walk and explore up the top around Kalgan Pool for a bit. So
Where all of the apps messaged us because we had
all of a sudden come out off the bottom and all the messages come through.
cacophony of different sounds.
We'll go check them out now.
Afternoon, evening. So we are at Kalgan's Pool at the moment, and what a trip in that was. So in coming into Kalgan's Pool, we knew, or I knew at least, that we were going to be driving up the river to get in. And so when the road in is rough, by the way, the corrugations are nasty. It's not that far, only about sort of, I'd say 10 kilometers, but yeah, those corrugations are horrible.
Gave us some PTSD.
Yeah, it gave us some PTSD from our last trip up north. So we hit the first bit of the river that we would have to drive up, so I disconnected the trailer and drove a section of it just with the car, just to get an idea of what it was going to be like before going in with the trailer. It was all good. It was not really all that deep, maybe between 30 and 50 centimeters, and the rock seemed fine, so hooked the trailer up and came. And unfortunately we were pushing, so we were starting to lose light. Sun was going down. We were kind of hanging to try and get here, and so we hit the third section, and I know I should have walked it, and everyone would say you should have walked it, but again, you know, you're pushing sunset, figure the next bit's going to be much the same as the two crossings before, and it wasn't. So it was quite deep. It well, I'd suggest well and truly went over the wheels. I was very, very thankful that I had done the modification to bring the air intake out of the bonnet at the top. And added to that, the base of the track is quite rough, and from side to side. So at some point the car started to rock from side to side, which was kind of scary in a way. I sort of felt like maybe the car was floating a little bit, which was amplifying that rocking motion. And so at some point I've looked in the rear vision mirror and looked at the trailer, and I just about had kittens, because the trailer is just rocking from side to side. And I'm just thinking, if that flips or like if that tips, we are a goner.
I was flying the drone at the time, and I could see the car go oop, 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 and I'm like going in the car like this. It's like crazy.
It was pretty frightening, and I couldn't stop, because if you stop then you lose your momentum and traction and whatever else. So I sort of tried to slow up a little bit just to maybe lessen that rocking motion, but it was horrific. I was really actually quite frightened for a minute there, because if we stopped in there, then we were in all sorts of trouble. So that was quite scary. So we came in here a little frantic. Anyway, beautiful place. We were gunning, hoping that we would come in and be alone on a Wednesday. And unfortunately for us, there were 2 people already camping here.
2 different camps.
Yeah, so two different camp setups. One couple were really nice. I think Sean and Joe, if I remember that correctly. They were really good. They were really friendly. They were quite quiet. But there's this other couple here, and oh my goodness, they cranked the music till like it got louder and louder and louder the closer to 8 o'clock it got. Peaceful people with a campfire. Beautiful, peaceful place. Honestly, the hell plays that music here? Isn't it just serene? It's ridiculous to see him.
And if you can imagine, so we've just come through a rather stressful situation through the river.
Yeah.
So your anxiety and your stress is running high.
Yeah.
And you're coming here and you're trying to calm down.
And this is the most tranquil place. I mean, if you can pan around and have a look, it's so tranquil, and we were just looking.
Yeah, you're trying to calm down, you're trying to take in the surroundings and like let nature help you calm down. And then you have someone cranking their music, and the music like so loud that the music was bouncing off the rock and echoing everywhere.
That's the other thing, is you're in a gorge here, and there's just rock faces all around, so every noise just bounces off of everything.
It was like, please just stop.
That's horrific.
They did calm down after a while, didn't they?
About 8 o'clock, I think they basically turned it down till it was relatively inaudible, and then it was beautiful after that. It was so good. And then we had the most unique experience, well, for me anyway. The dingoes started up, and they started howling, and
that was pretty cool.
All my life I've never heard that. So yeah, that was a really awesome experience, sitting there listening to the dingoes calling back and forward to themselves. Was pretty cool. It was nice.
Cool to hear.
So this is our second night here. It's been a beautiful day. A little bit windy today in the gorge, but been beautiful.
Help cook things. Keep cool.
Yeah.
Keep cool in the gorge.
We heard that someone unfortunately went for a bath in the pool here with soap and everything. So that was very disappointing to hear. We sort of braved having a swim anyway. Didn't sort of dive in, put a head under, but had a bit of a paddle, and it was very, very cold. But it was also very refreshing. There's also a walk trail that you can do. Well, you can drive it if you want to. It does get a bit steep, but we just wanted to walk it. So we walked up, and you can walk to the top of the rock and have a look. So that was also pretty good. Nice views, get some reception up there and contact all your friends and send your photos and stuff, which was good.
And then come back down and have a nice, refreshing
Yeah.
little paddle.
So yeah, really nice. Enjoyed it. Terrified to drive back out. Although, I suppose we've done it now, so hopefully going out will be the same coming in. But
and we've got a bit of a plan as well. What to probably put a few things in
yeah, I
place
think
for the drive out.
I would like to have the recovery gear out and handy, just in case. Because again, if you for whatever reason stop in that river at the moment at the level that it's at, that would be kind of horrendous to try and deal with. So might try and have some things in place on hand ready to go for the outro. Sarah's done some video editing, so we should have a couple of videos close to being up shortly, which will be good. Our prequel and the first part of our trip up to this point, not including this.
No,
That's next.
that's the next one.
So, bye for now.
Bye.